Hey, what's going on today, guys? It's Trey. Welcome back to the channel. As always, welcome back to sunny, beautiful Germany. Today, I just wanted to show you guys my awesome collection of Patagonia Black Hole duffel bags. These are arguably some of the best duffel bags and honestly bags that I've ever owned in my life. They're extremely difficult to come by. They're very durable. I think they look great as well. But in this video, I just want to show you guys what I use each of these bags for. Now, obviously, as you can see, there are 4 different bags that I own. We'll start off with the smallest. This here is the 40 liter. This here is the 45 liter. This here is the 55 liter. And then this behemoth here is the 70 liter. Now, I've really been searching far and wide for the elusive 100 liter bag, but I can't find it anywhere. Just to let you guys know, I actually purchased this bag from a store here in Germany called Globetrotter. I purchased this bag from Globetrotter. I purchased this bag from eBay, and then I purchased this bag from Patagonia in the US, in Hawaii specifically. So these are extremely difficult bags to come by, but obviously, as I've said, they are amazing bags and they're sold out and they're extremely difficult to find for a reason. And I want to share with you guys what I use these bags for because they're really great. So stay tuned, let's get into it. So this is the first bag I want to talk about. This here is the 40 liter duffel bag. I bought it as soon as we got here to Germany. I was somehow able to find it, but this is a really popular bag because a lot of people like to take weekend trips. A lot of people like to carry on their bags. And this bag is actually legal to carry on in the US. And actually you can get away with carrying it on here in Europe as well. Not too sure about Southeast Asia or South America, but I'm pretty sure it can get away with being a carry-on. It's actually the smallest bag that Patagonia makes right now. It's still a behemoth of a bag. You can still fit a week's worth of clothes in this bag. And so it doesn't take up a lot of space. It can fit in most airline luggage compartments. You don't have to worry about somebody questioning you about the size of this bag. It's literally the perfect carry-on bag. And so it's really light, and even with a week's worth of clothes in here, you'll still be able to throw it on your bag. You shouldn't have any issues from any flight attendants at all because this bag is truly the perfect carry-on size. Now, what do I use this bag for personally, you ask? This is my everyday bag. So I know Patagonia makes backpacks. I personally don't like them that much because of the limited space, in my opinion. But I think this bag is perfect because it comes with the backpack straps. It's small enough to be able to just chuck it somewhere or throw it around. It obviously can handle that. It can take a beating. But the form factor of this bag is just so nice for like an everyday carry type bag. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are probably looking at me like, Trey, this is not an everyday carry bag. This is a duffel bag. Like, this is what you use to go on a trip. And sure, while that's true, you can still get away with using this bag every day. You can put a laptop in it. You can put your iPad in it. You can put your work clothes in it, your workout clothes. This bag can fit a lot and you can get away with using it every day. That's really what I use it for. Okay, now let's see what we can fit inside of the 40 liter duffel bag. Now I did have to do a little bit of Thanksgiving Day stuffing on this one, but it still fits. You should still be able to carry it on. Peak Design Tech pouch, medium Patagonia packing cube, suited Nomad packing cube, tripped packing cube, last but not least, suited Nomad packing cube. So you can get a lot in here, you'll be good to go. Okay, now this interesting color bag here is the 45 liter duffel bag. Now good luck finding this bag because Patagonia no longer makes the 45 liter size. However, I will say that this bag is actually a little bit thinner than the 40 liter. And I think that that works out pretty well for a carry-on as well. Now, 45 liters is the maximum that you can get away with as a carry-on. So this does act as a carry-on. I personally haven't used it as a carry-on on a plane yet, but it definitely won't get any issues. And since it is a lot thinner than its brother, the 40 liter, you can really get away with stuffing this thing with clothes and having no issues at all from any flight attendants or any flight staff on planes because it's just really, it comes in handy. The skinniness comes in handy. So I personally use this bag. You're gonna get a good kick out of this one. So I use this bag as our shoe bag and our dirty clothes bag typically when we go on trips. So I know that probably sounds pretty funny, but it actually comes in handy a lot for us. And that use case that we use it in, it actually works out really well for us. And if I need to, I can obviously stick some other stuff in here, clothing, you know, it doubles as a nice gym bag. It's really light, and I think that the colors look nice as well. And yeah, that's really what we use this bag for. Okay, this here is the 45 liter duffel bag. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this one is a little bit thinner than pretty much all of the bags, but specifically the 40 liter. So I'm interested to see how much this one can fit inside. So as I mentioned, pretty thin to start. We've got a suited Nomad packing cube. We've got a Peak Design tech pouch, must have in everybody's kit. Got another suited Nomad packing cube, and last and certainly not least, we've got a tripped packing cube. So you can actually fit a little bit more in the 40 liter because it's wider bag, but if you're looking for something that will guarantee not have any issues on a flight, you can definitely get away with one of these bags if you find it and you cannot find a 40. So still a good bag, you can still get a lot inside. It's a win-win regardless. All right, so this is where things kind of get a little bit emotional in the video. This was actually the first Patagonia Black Hole duffel bag that I purchased. This is the popular 55 liter variant. I love this bag so much. It's probably the most well-rounded bag in my collection. And that's because 55 liters is literally the sweet spot of things that you can get in this bag. And I have people stopping me when we're out, you know, at the train station or out at airports or just walking around with this bag, asking about this bag. Not only because the black is sleek and it looks good, but it is truly the perfect size for travel. Now, probably the number one question that I get about this bag is, will this work as a carry-on in the US? While it's obviously above the legal limit, you can still get away with using this bag as a carry-on in the US. Europe, on the other hand, you will not get away with using this bag as a carry-on. They're gonna make you check it, and I wouldn't even risk it if you live in Europe, Southeast Asia. I think you might be able to get away with it in South America, but Europe and Southeast Asia, forget about it. This bag is way too big. I wouldn't even risk it. But in the US, you can really get away with using this bag. And in fact, I actually found out about this bag while we were traveling to Florida. I saw a guy with the same exact size, and I asked him about it. I'm like, dude, you're carrying this bag on, like, has anybody said anything? He's like, man, look, I've clocked in over 20 flights with this bag. I've never had a single issue. So this bag will work as a carry-on in the US specifically. Now, what do I use this bag for, you ask? I use this bag for everything. As I said, it's the sweet spot in terms of sizes in Patagonia's current line. You can fit multiple weeks worth of clothes in this bag. Like if you're going to grandma's house for a summer, or if you're going on like a long camping trip and you need to fit stuff in here, you're gonna be able to fit most of your clothes in this bag. It's actually a lot bigger than you would think, and it's actually a little bit strange. So Patagonia made a 60 liter duffel bag, and obviously this is the 55 liter variant. The 60 liter variant is somehow smaller than the 55 liter variant. So this bag is truly a behemoth, but small enough to be able to count as a carry-on in the US. But so what we use it for is I stick a bunch of our packing cubes in here, I stick shoes in here. I use it for everything. This bag it's taken a pounding, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a lot of places with us, but man, this is like probably the best bag that Patagonia makes, the 55 liter. In my opinion, outside of the 100 liter, which nobody can seem to find, I would say that this is definitely the best size that Patagonia makes. It truly, it's strong, it's nice, you know, it looks good on your back. And yeah, it's just truly a great bag. So I love my 55. If you guys can get your hands on a 55, do it and don't think twice about it, especially if you're one of those people that only relies on carry-on bags. You can fit so many clothes in this bag and still have space left over for souvenirs or for food or for whatever you might need, laptops. You can fit a bunch in this bag. It is such a great bag. Okay, let's see what we can fit in the 55 liter duffel bag. So to start, medium-sized Patagonia packing cube, suited Nomad packing cube, Peak Design tech pouch, suited Nomad packing cube, tripped packing cube, suited Nomad packing cube, and last but certainly not least, another Suited Nomad packing cube. You can get a lot in this bag for 55 liters. Last but certainly not least, this here is the 70-liter duffel bag. Now, this bag is truly a big bag. This is like the gateway into big duffel bags. A lot of people try to shy away from this bag because it's definitely not gonna make it as a carry-on. This is strictly checked luggage. This bag will only be able to be checked no matter where you are in the world. If you even try to bring this as a carry-on, they're gonna laugh at you. But with the massive size and with the massive capacity that this bag has, you could fit so much into this bag. And in fact, you can probably see I have my backpack straps on it. This is the one bag that I use the most for my family. And so we're actually getting ready to head to Budapest this weekend. And this is the bag that we're going to take on top of the 45 liter that I'll be bringing for our shoes and dirty clothes. But we're bringing this bag because I can fit my wife's week's worth of clothes in here. I can fit my son's week's worth of clothes in here, and then I can fit my week's worth of clothes in here as well and still have room to spare. This is truly a black hole of a bag. You can fit so much in here. But on top of that, a lot of people think like, oh, you know, I'm using this bag for heavier items or for a ton of clothes. How is the weight of the bag? Now, we've literally filled this bag to the brim. As you can see, it's filled to the brim right now. It actually has our clothes from our recent trip to Prague that we went on. It still has our clothes in here. This bag is really not that heavy. And like I carried this thing all around Prague. I carried it from our parking spot in Prague to our Airbnb, which was a long walk. And I had no issues with it at all. I had no back pain. So if you're a smaller individual and you're worried about that, if you're worried about, you know, the weight of these bags filled up, it's really not that bad at all. All right, so the most important test, let's see what all we can fit into the 70-liter duffel bag. So obviously, as you can see, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing packing job. But to start, we've got a medium-sized Patagonia packing cube. We've got a Suited Nomad packing cube. We've got another Suited Nomad packing cube. We've got a Peak Design tech pouch. We've got a tripped packing cube, which these are absolutely amazing. We've got another tripped packing cube. We've got another Suited Nomad packing cube. Got another Suited Nomad packing cube. Another Suited Nomad packing cube. And last but certainly not least, another Suited Nomad packing cube and a Mophie battery that must have slipped out of somewhere. All right, guys, so I hope this video really helped showcase and highlight how amazing these bags truly are. I wouldn't buy four for no reason. Like, I've literally put these bags through their paces. They've been all over Europe. Obviously, here in Germany, we have some crazy weather. They've been in snow, they've been in rain, they've been in hail, they've been in some really crazy elements. They can handle a lot. They've definitely taken a beating, but obviously, as you can see, they've held up really well. They're really nice bags, and they're difficult to find for a reason, and that's because people see the value in these bags. Like I really invested in these bags because I know that they're gonna last in my family for probably a lifetime. Like, they're really difficult to damage, they're really difficult to destroy. In Patagonia, they have a really great program where they will literally take your old bag in and put it through their worn wear program. So shout out to Patagonia for recycling these amazing bags. They're obviously made of recyclable materials, but even if I decide to get rid of these bags or send them back to Patagonia, I know that somebody's gonna take them and be able to utilize them just like I have. They're really excellent bags. I cannot say that enough. Please, whatever you do, try to get your hands on these as soon as possible because they are hard to find. Like, I'm talking like people are literally pricing these at really crazy prices. In my opinion, I don't think you should be paying more than 50% of what these bags are worth. If you could find them at MSRP, it doesn't matter about what the color is. I personally would just recommend scooping it up because people are pricing these bags crazily. So as always, thank you for the continued love and support. I hope this video was helpful. These are great bags. I've said that probably 100 times in this video, but I really hope that you guys get your hands on these bags because they're amazing bags. They made a huge difference in my travel life personally. And I just like the fact that they fit so much, and I think they look so good. So as always, thank you for the continued love and support. Thank you. Mahalo for watching.